Hello and welcome to Age-Friendly Yoga. I'm Sarah and this is Loretta, and we work at the Cleveland Department of Aging. In addition to my work as a social worker with the department, I have also been practicing yoga for about 2 decades and teaching for about a decade. Today we will go through some chair poses, we'll do a little bit of breathing and a short meditation. So it's very helpful to have a sturdy chair, comfortable clothing that you can move in. In addition, before starting any new exercise program, it's a good idea to talk to your doctor, find out if this type of exercise would be safe and appropriate for you. And then once you've done that, as we're moving through the series today, do your best to listen to your body. If something doesn't feel right to you, if you feel discomfort, you can choose to opt out of that particular exercise and just observe instead. So there's many benefits of yoga, including improving strength, flexibility, balance, blood flow, range of motion in your joints, as well as improving sleep. Yoga also helps to decrease our blood pressure, decrease our stress level, which can help with anxiety or other mental health symptoms. And probably most important for our seniors out there, it can help reduce the risk of fall. So all of these benefits, I haven't just read them in a book, I have experienced them in my own body through my years of practice. So I really believe in it, and I hope you find some truth in it as well. So today we're going to focus on being beginners, allowing ourselves to do this for the first time. There's many benefits of being a beginner. One is the fact that we're very open-minded when something is new to us. Our mind is like a blank slate, so there's a lot of room to learn, a lot of room to progress. In addition, when we're new to something, we haven't already formed opinions or even habits about it. Sometimes more advanced practitioners can get into a little trouble when they think they're doing something right, but they're kind of doing it more incorrectly over and over. So I encourage you to celebrate being a beginner. As we go through this practice today, do your best to meet yourself where you are today. So we're all different in our abilities. Some poses may come easily for us, some more difficult. That's normal. Just allow yourself to be where you are. So before we move into our poses, we're going to take just about a minute or so to center and to relax. So you'll want both feet resting on the floor and your hands comfortably resting in your lap. You can choose to close your eyes now if you'd like, or maybe gaze down at the floor. And just take a moment to feel yourself sitting in this chair. Feel your feet resting on the floor. Allow the back of your body to sink in a little deeper into your chair. Allow your shoulders to relax. Your face softens. And just become aware of your breath. Maybe it feels good to you to deepen it a bit. But just as we center here, it helps us to let go of everything that happened before we met here today, and let go of all of our plans for the future, and then just enjoy these few minutes together in this present moment. So we'll begin our movement now, starting with our necks. If your eyes are closed, let's go ahead and open them again now. And as we move through this practice today, just a little heads up, we're going to do everything to the right side first and then to the left. Good chance we'll get a little mixed up and confused with doing that. That's one of the hardest things about yoga, is remembering our rights and our lefts. So we'll start by looking over our right shoulder. So as you're looking to the right, keep your spine long, reaching the top of your head up towards the ceiling. Keep your shoulders soft, and just notice how this feels in your body. And then we'll all come back to center and look over to the left. Tall spine. Keep breathing, so hold the pose, but not your breath. Good, back to center. Now we'll do circles with our necks, beginning with our chin to our chest. And then we'll bring our right ear to our right shoulder, our chins to the sky, left ear, left shoulder, ooh, chin to the chest. One more time going clockwise, nice and slow. Just notice how it feels. Maybe there's a couple snap, crackles, or pops in your neck. And we'll meet with our chin to our chest. Great. Now, going to the left ear, left shoulder, chin to the sky, right ear, right shoulder, chin to the chest. One more time, nice and slow, counterclockwise. Feel it as you move. We'll meet with our chin to our chest. Good. And then lift your head back up, and we'll move into our shoulders now. We'll bring our shoulders up towards our ears, and then down and wide, up towards the ears, and down and wide, going up, big shrug, and relax. A couple more times. So let the movement even be kind of exaggerated, maybe even a little bit silly. Up and down. Good. Now we'll do shoulder circles. So bring your arms to your sides, elbows bent, and we'll go forward and back, forward and back. So elbows are bent, and you're feeling this in your shoulders. So some of you, it might feel better to do small circles. Some of you might feel better with big circles. So just kind of try it out, like explore. And let's switch directions. Now going back, and then forward, back, and then forward. Really nice, everyone. One more time. And release. Okay, so now we're gonna do mountain pose, a seated mountain pose. You'll bring your hands out to your sides. You'll reach your head up. Relax your shoulders, look straight ahead. Just breathe here. So here in this pose, we're trying to find this balance point between being kind of relaxed and being a little over rigid. So find that balance point where the body is engaged, where you feel your body, but you can still feel kind of the breath move, and you move as you need to. Good. Now bring your hands to your legs, scoot a little bit forward from the back of your chair. And we're going to move through a cat and cow pose. So we're going to be arching the spine and then moving the opposite way, going back and forth. So we'll start with an inhale, lifting your chest, pulling your shoulders back, looking up. And then as you exhale, round your spine, look down. Inhale, look up. Perfect. Exhale, round. So feeling this into your shoulders. Inhale, up, wide chest. Exhale, round, wide upper back. A few more times, moving at your own pace. Just feeling the spine as you move. Awesome. One more time. All right, great. Side bends now. So I'm going to show two options here, because the second option requires a bit more range of motion in your arms. So we'll start with the first option. What we're going to do is side bend to the right. So maybe kind of bringing your elbow to the right side of the chair and just leaning over to the right. Or maybe keeping the elbow on the lap actually feels a little bit better. So as you're leaning to the right, feel your seat even on the chair. So what you don't want to do is lean all the way over, possibly fall. So if this feels pretty doable for you, to take it a little further, you would lift your left arm up and over. So still leaning to the right. Lift through your chest. Reach your arm up and over. Notice how this feels in your body. To me, it feels pretty good. It feels like a nice, good stretch. And release. Great. Other side. So option one, simply leaning over to the left. If this feels pretty good in your body, you can add the arm, reaching right arm up and over. So instead of that arm going forward, You want the arm to pull back, the chest to lift. You feel your seat even in your chair. Breathe. And release. Okay, now we'll do a twist, and we're moving first over to the right. Right hand comes to the side of your chair, left hand to your right knee. And we'll twist over to the right. So this time, twisting all the way from the tailbone to the top of the head, breathing. Feels good in your spine. It's a nice wringing out of the body. A couple more breaths here. And then back to center. Going to the left now. Left hand to your chair, right hand to your left knee. Nice, Loretta. And then twisting over to your left. Breathe here. Here you can, we're like literally wringing out the spine, wringing out all the internal organs, keeping everything moving as it should. And back to center. Okay. So now we'll move into arm circles. So bringing your arms out to your sides and then forward and back. Maybe you take small circles here, maybe bigger circles feel good. So just kind of explore, find what feels good in your body. And switch directions. Reaching long. And you can even imagine like you're moving through warm water here. It gives you a little resistance, helps you move a little more slowly. Good. And release. All right, now we'll extend our arms forward. We'll spread our fingers wide and then make fists real tight. Spread wide and tight, wide and tight, wide and tight. And let's go wide and hold it for a moment, as wide as you can go. Look at your hands kind of like starfish there, and then as tight as you can go. Keep making fists. This time as we open the hands, notice how that feels. You might feel the blood kind of rushing back into your fingers. And then bend the elbows a little. Let's do some wrist circles. Moving around, notice if you hear any sounds, and switch directions. Great, all right, release your hands. So now we'll interlace our fingers, take our palms to our heart, to our chest, and then we'll extend the arms out. You can even round the spine here if that feels good to you. Hands to the chest, coming back, good. And out, the chest. Yeah, this is one of Loretta's favorites. And extend. So yeah, we tend to kind of gravitate towards certain poses that feel good in our bodies. So there's the poses that we love, there's the poses that we dislike, and maybe we tend to need a little more. All right, one more time. And then release. And this can be a little tricky. We're going to interlace our fingers again, but this time the opposite thumb on top. So this is a place we can start to notice our habits. For some reason we interlace usually one way as opposed to the other. So with opposite thumbs on top, hands to the chest, and extend. Hands to the chest, and extend, hands to the chest, extend. A couple more times. Hands to the chest, extend, hands to the chest. This time when we extend, we're gonna stay because it feels good. Round the spine, reach out, look down, and release. Okay. So now we're going to do a few poses that involve making kind of circles with our body. We're going to start with our hips. So I'm going to scoot forward just a little bit again to allow a little bit more space. And then we're going to circle around. Let's go clockwise first. So keeping our legs nice and still, just going around. There we go. And and then switch directions. So these circular motions help just kind of lubricate the joints, can help us get prepared for other movement that maybe we're planning after we do this. Doing things around the house or going for a walk. Okay. All right, and we'll sit back again. Now ankle circles, we'll do one leg at a time, starting with the right leg. You'll lift it up and then circles with the ankle, circles. Maybe if you're barefoot, you could even kind of spread your toes as you go, switch directions. Really nice, everyone. And again, remembering just doing what you can, meeting yourself where you are today. All right, we're so happy you could join us for a chair yoga. Other foot, circles, switch directions. Perfect. Okay, next we'll make circles with our shins, and it helps to give the leg a little support when we do this. So starting on the right, we'll take our hands, place them underneath the leg and lift the leg a little bit off the chair, and then circles with the right shin, circling around, and the other direction. Release. Hands underneath the left leg, lift it a little bit, circles with the shin. Nice. Switching directions. All right, just a couple more poses. Thanks for hanging in there. Release. Okay, so we're going to come a bit more into the feet. So it helps to bring the feet forward just a little bit, and then we'll lift our heels, pressing into the balls of the feet, lower the heels, lift the balls. Yep, balls down, heels up, going back and forth, toes up, heels up, toes up, heels up, couple more times. All right, great. Last pose of this one appropriately is called chair pose. And this is probably the first pose today that we have done that will get into our abdominals a bit. So what we're gonna do is lift our heels up, so come to the balls of your feet, reach your arms forward, palms towards each other, and then lean forward a little bit. There's the core, breathe. Maybe you lean forward more. So just feel free to kind of play around with any of the poses. We never want to just take a pose and freeze there like we're a picture in a book, because we're real, living, breathing people. Good. And release. So we've finished the physical poses. We'll do a little breathing exercise and then just a very short meditation. So you'll bring your left hand to your chest, your right hand to your belly, and here you can choose to look down or to close your eyes, and we're simply going to feel the breath. You can deepen the breath a bit, and the hands serve the purpose of giving us actual physical feedback on the breath. You can feel your hands moving if you really pay attention to it. You can also feel your lungs filling up and emptying out. So just pay attention to that. Often when we're stressed, we breathe more just into this left hand, into the chest, and it can be much more relaxing to breathe deeper into the belly. So I can challenge you to try to move that bottom hand with your breath, that right hand a bit as well. Great. Now you can release your hands down to your lap and then turn your palms upward. And this is where we'll do our meditation. So meditation is the practice of self-observation. And what we're going to observe today is simply our breath. Once again, you can choose to close your eyes or to look downward. And we're going to take just about 30 seconds of silence here to pay attention to our breath. So starting now. Okay. Slowly begin to open your eyes. All right, coming back. So congratulations, you guys have all completed maybe your first chair yoga class. I thank you again so much for joining us, and I'd like to introduce myself and Loretta a little bit deeper. So my name is Sarah Husher, and I do long-term care counseling at the Cleveland Department of Aging. So this counseling focuses a lot for people on in-home services to keep them at home, but also if people need assistance navigating a long-term care facility. I welcome you all to give me a call if you would like assistance with long-term care, or if I can assist you with finding an exercise program, be it chair yoga or other type of exercise in your community. My phone number is 216-420-7655, and I'll have Loretta introduce herself.
And my name is Loretta Stiles, and I am the homeless project coordinator, and my role is to prevent homelessness for the seniors in the city of Cleveland. If you are facing an eviction or non-payment of rent, you can give me a call at 420-7673, and I will be glad to assist you.
Okay, thank you all again so much for being here. I know it can be difficult, especially during these challenging times, to find time and the ability to exercise, and also the time and ability to relax. So we are so happy to share this with you, and we will see you again next time.